Hey there.
It's day 34 of
Business as usual.
With an Asterisk. I'm Mike.
And I'm Mary.
And here we are with today's message, which is, gee, what are you going to do when this is over?
Well, besides have a party in your backyard,
Yeah.
see your family, see your friends. Oh my goodness.
Now, let's put this another way.
Okay.
What have you learned to do from all of this differently, better, new, that you're going to keep doing after it's all over?
Hey, I just asked that question of someone
You
today.
did.
I did.
It's a wonderful question because we're already getting answers from people. And here's one thing I've heard a lot. Boy, when this is over, I'm going to get bigger deposits.
Yeah.
And commit people to the transaction. Wow.
Yeah, sometimes we get in a time warp where we're collecting the same amount of earnest money today than we collected in 1973 or something. $500? Who wouldn't walk away from that? That's a microwave oven or something.
Yeah, at the first sign of trouble, I'm
Right.
out of here for that much.
So the pandemic should have taught all of us that the larger the earnest money, the more sincere that buyer is, the better the odds the seller has of closing, the better the odds the buyer has of closing. So start implementing that immediately, and we're carrying that one through for the rest of our career.
And we have safe and secure ways to collect them now.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
The larger sums. And so let's do it. Even before this is all over.
That's right.
What do you think? Good point? I hope so.
Good point. All right, what's another thing?
Well, the other thing that's happened as a result of this is the pre-appointment package
Oh my gosh.
has become digitized. It's become more extensive now.
Okay, Michael, wait a minute.
Yes.
We've been telling our students to put together an electronic pre-appointment
know,
package
I
for like a
know.
decade, more than
Yeah.
a decade.
Well, maybe sometimes it takes an event like this to force people into doing it. 'Cause
Okay, hold
now
on.
there is no choice.
Have you done yours?
Oh, what a good question.
You're home. What is
Yeah.
your excuse now? You you need to put together a package of information in a folder on your machine that can be immediately texted, emailed, sent right now to anybody else that has a computer so that, yeah, come on, let's get that done.
Now, a lot of companies have marketing departments that have in-house graphic artists that can take your individual package and spiff it up.
Oh, yeah.
There's also that website, what's it, Fiverr?
Oh, yeah.
Fiverr, where you can find people in, I don't know, Nigeria or Tasmania who will. Then they're great graphic artists and very reasonable, take your stuff and really make it look great.
That reminds me, we have a student that just looked at our caricature and then asked me for the Fiverr guy that made that. I think it was like $25 or something. So if you've been putting something like that off, now would be a great time to get it done. Make your package and make it look good.
The fact that we're meeting people, buyers and sellers virtually, has expanded what goes into the pre-appointment package. And it's got us thinking now what's important, what's not important. And it's a great way to establish that relationship.
As long as we're talking about electronic packages, we should talk about electronic presentations.
Yes.
And nudge people a little bit to put together that PowerPoint presentation that you've been putting off, to update it on a regular basis. We have a lot of agents that have kind of said, well, I've got a beautiful notebook or, 3-ring binder, or I make a custom presentation that I bring to people's homes.
Or I just sit and talk to them. I don't use video.
Yeah. See, we got to rethink all that now.
Yes.
Because our competition is doing it. So let's get sharp on that. We can send that. We can use Zoom, obviously. We can use FaceTime. We've got all kinds of platforms. What does your listing presentation look like? And if you haven't updated it or committed to doing it virtually, what are you waiting for? Now's the time.
Yeah, what does Floyd tell us about presenting offers? There's good, better, and best.
Right.
Good is just, email it to them. Better would be, if you could, get face-to-face with them on a screen. But the best way is to control what they see and when they see it.
Oh, yeah. Like with PowerPoint so you
Yeah,
could like have the
exactly.
lines transition on.
Yeah.
Darn right.
So, what's your buyer agency presentation look like? What does your listing presentation look like?
Yeah.
And is it usable on one of those face-to-face on screen platforms?
So what if on your top 5 list for today or for tomorrow or for the next day, what if you just wrote down, spend 30 minutes looking at my stuff and upgrading my stuff? 30 minutes a day, 2 days, 3 days, you'd have it knocked. You really would.
You know what else I'm hearing from people is about meetings. And not just meetings with the people they work with, but meetings with buyers, meetings with sellers, meetings with assistants, meetings with their team. You know, they're kind of enjoying these Zoom meetings or the virtual meetings because they're convenient and they go quicker.
Yeah, it's really true. That's probably going to be one of those things that we carry through past the end of the pandemic, where it might be a church group, a prayer group, a study group, some kind of volunteer thing that you do, a side business, whatever you've got that you can pull people together electronically instead of face-to-face. That probably is going to stay with us.
And the question then became, of course, if everything becomes virtual, are we still worth the same amount?
Oh.
Will they still need us? And gang, we both believe they are going to need us more than ever. You know, what has our role always been? It's been to help them navigate through the transaction. It's been to create a joyous experience for them.
It's about relationship and trust, so that when we negotiate, they know we have their best interests in mind. And that's something that nobody living in Morocco is going to be able to do for them. You know, and there's going to be a day when we're standing in their living room or sitting at their dining room table again. So that'll happen again. This is a temporary thing, some of it. But our relationship, our selling skills, our ability to, as you say, navigate the transaction, that's how we're going to hold on to our future of the real estate industry.
So if you've had the thought, boy, when this is over, I'm gonna, well, guess what? Start acting on it now so that when it is over, you're already in place and you've already got that momentum, okay?
So what's the plan of action that you are going to take after watching this video?
We'll see you tomorrow.